I popped it out.
That's
Let me stop saying. I said that on air. What's going on? Come on in.
It's the police. Get out of the room now.
All right. Sorry for the delay, people. What's going on with you? This is your boy Narik Chase on the scene. Welcome to the 59th episode of Breaker Debates. And we just got through having a great conversation about the kaiju genre and the monsterverse. And now we're going to talk about one of the most awesome action hero actors that has been on the screen, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
We actually have Arnold in the studio with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Schwarzenegger, for joining us.
Narik and Madam B, how are you doing tonight?
Oh man! Before we get this show going on, guys, we got to make this small little request. People who are watching this, be sure to share, subscribe, and I said subscribe.
Subscribe. Please subscribe to us every time, please.
Go ahead. Hit that notification button, guys, so you can know when we upload these videos. Because we're going to be hitting on this every week. And with that being said, let's continue on with the show. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Austrian-American actor, producer, former weightlifting champion. He was the former governor. He is the former governor of California. Awesome guy. And one of the most iconic action hero actors of all time.
Yep.
And I gotta say, I like Arnold. I still wish I could meet this guy. I want to ask you, which movie do you think just brought him out?
I think he's most known for the Terminator.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was either between Predator and Terminator.
Terminator.
He was in Predator?
Yeah, he was in Predator.
He was the main
character. I thought it was Rambo.
Oh, he's my Sylvester Stallone?
No. Okay, never mind. Oops.
Wow.
Thanks for playing.
Sorry,
Congratulations.
Sorry, Arnold.
That's one of the
few times ruined me.
I think I'm not sure.
I want to say Terminator was the movie that really. I don't say that's not going to put him on the map. It's probably the most known role. Is going to be that Terminator. Because the one that really kind of brought him to the forefront, but he's not so much known for it, is Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah,
that's what put him out there. But the role he is known the most for, the one that they messed with him most about, is the Terminator. And then after that would probably be Predator, and then the Expendables.
Yeah, I'd say that was about his three. I guess you could say Commando too.
Well, Commando is one of the first ones I kind of remember him in, because I think I saw it before I saw Conan.
I want to ask you this: as an action star, was Arnold Schwarzenegger actually good?
Yeah, he did what he needed to do. I mean, he's that's the whole purpose of the movie Expendables, really. Is all those great action heroes, Stallone, Van Damme, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, all those guys are from those 90 movies, those early 90 movies where you had it. I mean, even early 80s, really, but, Conan, 1982, Conan the Destroyer, 1984, Terminator, 84.
I would have loved to see the third Conan movie with him.
Predator, 87. So, all these Total Recall is another one.
Yeah. Most people don't remember Most people don't remember Total Recall, but he was, I don't know, I laughed. It was kind of...
Especially at the end where he holds his breath for 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Arnold, how did you do that?
That's what I like to know, because the other guy died pretty damn quick, and he still lasted 3 minutes.
Right. Eyes popping out.
Exactly. He looked all jacked up like he was on crack or something. The Running Man was an excellent movie, too. That's one of them kind of side ones, but The Running Man was good, too.
Yeah, I like The Running Man.
I mean, I like most of the movies he came out with. I mean, let's see. We got Conan the Terminator, Commando, Predator, Running Man, Red Heat.
End of Day.
Movie. Twins was funny.
Yeah, I like Twins.
Twins was a departure from those action movies.
I like End of Days.
Yeah, I like End of Days too.
Oh, you've seen it? I'm shocked.
Kindergarten Cop.
Love Kindergarten Cop. It's not the tumor. True Lies, one of my definite favorites.
The 6th Day, love it.
Love that
was a good one. Yeah, the 6th Day was one that I never saw all the way through, and I finally did. I liked it.
This I wanted to say about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would love to see him play more villain roles,
like Mr. Freeze.
Not that. No. I mean, he was funny in a cheesy way. But by no means was he a good Mr. Freeze.
Look, if they had actually made him not that movie being all cartoony to begin with.
Yeah.
But if they had actually taken him and put him as a serious Victor Freeze, he would have pulled it off.
Yeah.
He could have easily pulled it off, but they made that movie so cartoony that, sucked big time. What was the other one I was thinking? I mean, most of the movies I mentioned already. I mean, True Lies we talked about before.
Yeah, I love him in True Lies.
I mean, that was just a great movie altogether. I mean, just not too over the top. It was just a good movie. Last Action Hero, though, I wasn't too thrilled with.
I actually liked it. That's because like nostalgia.
Yeah, but it just it wasn't like the iconic roles that we know. Again, Terminator, Conan, definitely the top two there. Expendables, I would say probably is number 3, and then we get into the variant movies.
I'm mixed about the Expendables because even though he was in the movie, he wasn't really in the movie.
Exactly. But it was basically just getting all those guys, Chuck Norris, all of them that were in those 80s and early 90s action movies. That's why I like the movies. You get to see them one last time while they're still decent, and then they just kind of fade off into memory.
Arnold did one movie where it was no action in it. It was actually him playing a dramatic role, and I think and that's one reason I say like all action stars, there comes a point where you have to let go of the action.
Well, that's kind of what he was doing with that Eraser. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah, he was in Eraser. I thought about
Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way was a comedy.
Yeah.
No action, just comedy.
Yeah. It worked. It actually worked.
Yeah, and what was the other one? True Lies wasn't like he was trying to be a true action hero like the other ones. Twins was definitely off the chart. It was nothing in the norm at all.
It was a movie that came out in 2015 called Maggie, where he played a father whose daughter was infected with a zombie virus, and it was like them dealing with it as she was slowly turning. I was like, okay, Arnold should have been hit that. Like he was great in the movie.
I heard about it, but I hadn't seen it
so much. I went and bought it.
Damn.
I haven't seen it.
He bought it.
It's in my stash somewhere. It is a great movie. It is a great movie. And the commercials do try to hype it up to make it seem like it's a big action-packed thriller and Arnold's just kicking butt and taking names, but it's not. There's a very slow pace, but it was great because of this relationship between his father and his daughter during this time where he's slowly watching his daughter turn into a zombie. And I liked it. It was a great movie.
Dramatic role.
So he's slowly watching her turn. And yeah, I would have probably shot her in the head hard.
Wow.
You would have done the same thing. So
I would have, but you just came out and just went brutal with it.
You said you was gonna shoot me if I was turning. So much.
I see you time.
Like,
boom, done.
Love you. Pow! Put the hand cannon on you.
It's been a great 10 years. Sayonara.
Wow. Okay.
But That's one thing I did like about Arnold. He surprised me in that movie, and I want to see him play. And he's up in age. He can't be jumping all into these action-y movies.
Oh crap! He's our Terminator. He can do whatever he wants.
Right. He's got the you know his insides are actually made out of the aluminum alloy, the T1000.
You said
exactly.
Hush! I know what I said.
Right. Ever. My skin will fall off, but my skeleton is still big.
See, you heard him, didn't you?
Wow.
I'm going to keep going. You ever seen a comedian named Angel Iglesias?
I think I heard of
I think it's called Fluffy.
Yes, yeah.
He does a great routine with Arnold Schwarzenegger, talking about how he's always wanted to meet him. He's a fanboy for him.
Yeah.
And he was watching the guy handle Arnold in a meet and greet line. And it's hilarious. I'm not going to spoil because it is absolutely hilarious, but he does Arnold's voice so good and the action so good. It's well worth watching for the few minutes of the show that he actually does it. It's hilarious. But look up on YouTube. And it's Fluffy meets Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hilarious. Oh man, my snot factory is killing me. All right.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah. I don't want to take them drugs while I'm doing a show, you know. I don't want to do a talk show half lit up. Hey everybody, what's going on? My safe combo is definitely sneezing, coughing, aching while on the floor in naked medicine. I've yet to ever explain that, and I'm not going to.
I'm about to say, I'm like, okay.
What? He is really lit up now, isn't he?
But, like, okay, in terms of like good and bad, what is he good with? Is it just action? Because everybody, let's be honest, we know Arnold because of because he does have that masculine. He's like the definition of masculinity. Well, at the height of his career. Like when you thought of masculine, it was him. You thought with action, it was him. Kick butt, take names. And he was really one of the few actors that could just bust great one-liners in multiple movies. But what else could he handle well? We see he did good with comedy.
Comedy was very good. Comedy action mix was even good. You know, Twins was comedy, and then we had Kindergarten Cop, which had a little action, a little comedy. True Lies, good example.
Have you seen that one movie, Sabotage? He plays like the leader of the SWAT team unit, and I don't want to say he got dramatic in it because it was an actioning movie, but it was great to see him have these dynamic with all these other characters, but he didn't overshadow them. It wasn't just about him.
Yeah, it was not the main star of the show.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm like, if you could name 5 favorite Arnold movies, what would they be?
Terminator, Predator.
Wait, which Terminator?
First one.
All right.
True Lies. Conan. I'm kind of stuck on which one.
You said 5?
Just 5.
Commando. That's 5 for me.
Let's see. I would probably do
pick me over here, pick me.
I'll probably do the 6th Day.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he was dealing with
the devil.
No, the 6th Day, not in the days.
That's the cloning movie.
Yeah, not in the days.
It was the cloning movie.
Yeah, he was dealing with a whole bunch of clones. You know, he like telling this dude to stay dead. Like dude kept breaking his arm. He kept breaking the dude's neck.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Especially the part we ran him over. He was like, "Yes, I laughed. That was hilarious.
And then he found out that he was a clone himself. And yeah, I like that one. I also like In the Days. He was dealing with the devil, which was the devil was played by what got into the body of what's his name? What's that dude name? Gabriel Bryant. That's the dude name, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Gabriel Bryant. That he has like the look of a sinister person. Okay, so that's two.
I just got maybe.
Junior was a pregnant Arnold.
I seen that a long time ago, and I don't remember. I just remember he was pregnant.
And let's see, that's 3. Come
on, you only got 2 more to go. Come on.
Okay.
I wish Zach did, because he could do the Arnold thing so well.
Okay, maybe. Okay, Terminator. 2, Judgment Day.
Okay.
Oh, throw a kink in the works.
Yeah, and Eraser. You've just been erased.
I like the real gun in the movie. That was pretty cool.
Let me see. What are my 5? I liked them in Maggie. I did like them in Terminator, the first one, but I'm going to go with Terminator 2.
Copycat. Copycat.
Oh, looking at something else.
Squirrel.
I do want to say The Sixth Day. I do want to say. I do want to say Predator. I will say that Predator.
Copycat.
Wow. I did see him in Last Stand. He was good in Last Stand too.
You had 2 movies that no one else picked.
And he was okay. And he was good in Collateral Damage. And that was kind of an emotional movie too. But that's not the movie I'm going with.
But you can't say it. You're cheating.
I'm sorry. I'm just introducing it.
Gosh,
okay. All right. Hold on. What I had said.
I don't know.
Predator 2. Predator, Terminator 2, Maggie, The Sixth Day, and I guess I will go.
You go all the way.
Do it now. Get in the chopper.
Yeah, killing me.
Look, if I get that started with the kids around here, we'll never hear the end of it.
Usually, I'll be like first on the scene with this, but it's like the 5th one I'm kind of stuck on. But I say, I'm gonna go with The Running Man.
Another good one.
I heard The Running Man didn't take off like that. Didn't take off good.
I don't think it did, but it's something I grew up with.
But it was funny though. I mean, it was good. It's one of the last movies.
It's one of the movies I wish they remake.
It's one of the last movies Richard Dawson did.
You talk the black guy?
That was one of the last movies he did. La 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 la.
Yeah. In Collateral Damage, he played this firefighter, right? And I think the firefighter's family got killed in a terrorist attack. So, he was all like down in the dumps and depressed and stuff. But then he ended up finding out who the terrorist was. So he went to, I don't want to say necessarily go kill him. I guess he did. Because he found out what the guy was and he went to that village and all of that. And he kind of infiltrated him. But like that was a good movie with him in it. It had action, but it wasn't like too actiony. And you could tell
it wasn't a pure action movie. It was
and you can tell at this point this is when he's kind of older. He's starting to slow down a bit, but it was a good movie.
He needs recharging.
You've been unplugged too long.
A nuclear power cells are weak. What was the one movie? It was an old spaghetti western.
A western.
And he was like he would play like the good guy or something. He was just briefly in it, but it was just like one of them old western movies. And I was sitting here trying to find it. I cannot find it for saving my life.
I don't know being the westerns, but then again, I hadn't seen everything he's been in.
Well, it was kind of like in the early 70s and early 80s. There was a series of movies that, the big stars at the time, kind of like Blazing Saddles, had all these actors and stuff in it just to be in the movie, just to show up, even if it was a cameo for like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
there was a western movie, and he was like, there was a good guy and bad guy in the movie, and I think he was like the good guy because he was all dressed in white and everything, and I cannot remember the name of that movie. And it was just, just a little quick cameo. It wasn't anything, to write home about. But I'll find it in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Well.
Now, okay. Oh, we'll sidetrack the conversation for a second. All right. Terminator. Which Terminator movie think he did the best in?
2. Sorry.
You seem to love that 2 episode. But he actually had more screen time in 2 than he did in 1 anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go with screen time, definitely 2 was him in the movie a lot, especially with that minigun. Oh yeah.
I liked him in 3 too, especially because it was humor in it with him. But you could definitely tell he was in his age or showing.
Yeah, 3 was all right. I mean, if you want to go with like a really good chunk of action and stuff, I mean, 2 is the movie of choice.
2,
yeah.
2,
but
man.
I like the original just because I'm different than you two, and and that was just an impactful movie. This machine, it just won't stop. I mean, he didn't have to say a whole lot. His character radiated everything. It didn't have to say, "I'm here to kill you" or any of that stuff. It will come with me if you wish to live. That's what the second movie was all about. But
yeah, it was
the movie helped me.
I like the first. This is why I like the first one. So I do like the second one more, but this
you
is why I
like the first one because she slept with the dude on the first night.
No, and that was under special circumstances.
Getting killed by a Terminator? Come on, that makes everybody do it.
Anybody do that?
Horse pucky.
I'm about to get killed by a Terminator. Let's get jiggy. Yeah, that works every time.
I liked it because you get to see Arnold as a villain, and as a villain, he was great.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to say a thing. Literally, it was just a couple one-liners, and it was just pure presence of knowing that what his character is. The second one gives you the little bit of the humor and stuff like that because he was a reprogrammed T-800, blah blah blah. But of course, that minigun is one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, though. Yeah,
that is probably one of the most. In fact, what is one of his best one-liners?
I'll be back.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back.
Nah, baby.
Sully, remember I told you I'd kill you last? Yeah, you did. I lied.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Let me see some more of them because he has the best one-liners. I don't think no actor has hit the one-liners like him like that.
No one's even.
Somebody asked him a question and it was like, "So is it really a tumor?" He was like, "It's not a tumor."
It's not a tumor. Leave it alone, that tumor. Those kids are vicious. They're like little dogs. Chewing on you all the time.
Little sausages, like, wow, really?
Get out of here.
But if there's anybody that's going to go down history for the one-liners, he definitely he does it. He takes the cake.
He's got them set there. I mean, heck, everybody uses them. I mean, it's just there. It's part of Americana, man. It's just like always there. You just won't get rid of them.
What happened on what was the one movie? Commando, when he broke the guy's neck on the plane and he told
the like, my friend, he's dead tired. And you're like, dang, you just killed that dude like right there in the aisle and no one even noticed. Broke his nose right up into his brain and killed him. Oh, let off some steam. Where's I can't think of the guy's name at the moment. Where's he at? And he goes, oh, he's letting off some steam after he just jammed a tube right through his chest.
Yeah.
Should have shot his heart right out through that thing like a pressure cooker. I mean, it's just always funny, and he knows that people highlight and make fun of that too, because when you see some of the interviews, he just goes with it. He enjoys it.
Yeah, and I like that. What was he said on Total Recall when he shot his wife? He was like, "Consider this a divorce."
We're done.
Oh my gosh, that movie.
Oh yeah, the end of when he killed that man on the 6th day. At the end, he's like, "When I told you that you go fuck yourself, I didn't mean for you to take it literally." And that dude was disgusting. Yeah. Oh my god, he didn't get to finish baking.
He's all ripped, nasty looking
like a broke ass Godzilla. Let me stop.
You gonna put Godzilla back in this? Let him rest.
Looking like the 1950 Godzilla with hair to suit. Oh my god.
I like True Lies though. True Lies is one of those ones I always like to watch.
I love the sequence in True Lies where he's chasing a guy on a motorcycle, but he's riding a horse, and they're like running through the park, and then they're running through the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one of the best sequences. That's like one of the best chase sequences.
I like it when he's sitting in the thing being interrogated, and he says, "What are you laughing at?" And he goes, "Well, I'm going to break loose this arm, and I'm going to kill that guy right there with like a spoon or something, and then I'm going to kick this guy out
how are you gonna do that?
with whatever, and then I'm going to kill you with this armrest." He goes, "Okay, yeah, whatever." See, I told you so. Killed them all like 3 seconds. He's all doped up on sodium pentothal.
Yeah, I mean, he was telling the truth.
He told him exactly what he was going to do. And everybody loves the Jamie Lee Curtis scene in there.
Yes. In fact, who was like the best supported like actress that he had the great chemistry with? Because honestly, I did like Jamie Lee Curtis. Like I thought they had
very good. She worked with him. Trying to think of that's pretty much solo.
Eraser, he had Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, Vanessa Williams in there.
They had pretty good chemistry.
And Red Heat was Jim Belushi, I think, or John Belushi, which is his brother. Which one was it? Jim Belushi. That wasn't too bad in there.
Was that the guy from Argo? Boardwalk Empire, that one?
No.
Okay.
Let's
Not
see.
the same guy.
He had that girl.
Nobody knows what her name is.
I do. In a minute.
I'll find it in a minute. Leave me the internet alone. I mean, as female co-stars, I mean, he does have, working with other co-actors and stuff, but I think in Total Recall, not Total Recall.
Sharon Stone.
Oh, that was his ex-wife. They're divorced now. He's divorced with a bullet.
Ha! Robin Tooney. Told you.
That was a guy?
Nope. It's a girl.
Oh, I thought you said Robert.
No, Robin Tooney. And, Christine York.
Yeah, the chick.
Like Batman and Robin, yeah.
I mean, true, that's one of the worst, most terrible superhero movies to ever come out. But I did like the kind of the humor behind.
All right, everybody, freeze.
Especially the one part where he's singing with the polar bear dress shoes on. I can't get enough of that scene. He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow.
I think you watched that movie way too much.
Yes, I have.
One too many times because I think I've seen it once and that is it.
Ever. I grew up on it, and it wasn't until I hit like my teenage years I actually know that the movie sucked.
Really? So why were you singing it? She says, rubbing her chin.
Coincidental. Very strange. That movie could have been so much better. We had great bad guys, and they ruined it. Ruined it. All right.
Well, it's not a villain. Him being a goofy villain. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there are too many movies I thought he did bad in or stupid movies. Like I said, usually his most standout ones are the action-oriented ones. But some of the more dramatic ones he does a great job in. The one that probably sticks out the most for being the worst movie probably would be, was it Batman and Robin?
That's definitely in the list of crap.
Yeah.
Definitely in the list of crap. Just I couldn't.
I don't see too many bad movies by the guy. I hadn't seen The Escape. I liked him in The Expendables.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I liked him in The Expendables, but he didn't.
It was cameo work at best.
Yes, he was just cameo. And then when he was in it, you know, I don't know.
I don't know about all them old dudes, man. I'm surprised they didn't break a hip doing all that crap.
Oh, they're all Terminators. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, all of them guys are robots.
Jet Li's from the future. Arnold's a Terminator. Dolph Lundgren is I don't know, Dolph Lundgren.
A Universal Soldier.
He was a Universal.
Yeah, Unisol. He's a Unisol. Chuck Norris just is Chuck Norris and his awesomeness that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is how much Chuck Norris could not move in that movie. All they reduced him to was shooting a tank that was immobile, and that was it.
Yeah, but he told a great joke, though.
It's in his beard. I hope you know that.
That's just extra fist.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in his strength is in his beard.
I didn't see that beard shoot that tank.
Y'all didn't know that? Wow.
Yeah, Chuck Norris.
Mr. Texas.
His tears would cure cancer, but he can't cry.
He's
like 90, or how old is Chuck Norris? He's like 78. He's like ancient, but he doesn't look it. And he can still roundhouse kick you and kill you.
But all that digital CGI they be doing his face on the commercials and stuff, of course he's not going to look that age.
Oh, come on. They ain't CGIing him. He's too awesome for CGI.
He wants you to buy his treadmill so you can look like him.
But that's what
oh, look at Christy Brinkley is like 62, and then him, 70 plus, and they're all in that little treadmill thing out there, or that whatever that thing is. It must be doing some kind of good. Excuse me. But most of the movies I've seen him in, I've always enjoyed. There are a few that I haven't seen, or the more dramatic ones. I've always watched the action movies or the comedies.
Yeah.
He's been in several others as voice acting, whatever. But no, I don't think there's that too many of a bad movie choice with him, except for Batman and Robin.
I didn't know he did voiceovers.
Yeah, he was in what's the movie with Eddie Murphy in it? Dr. Dolittle.
Oh yeah, he was that wolf.
He was a critter in there.
Oh.
He's done a couple other ones too. Amazing things you learn. Search the internet. We can find all kind of cool stuff. Oh, really? I didn't know that. But
okay, out of his movies, pick one favorite and name a scene that you like in that movie.
Let's see.
Ooh.
I don't even want to spoil it for you. In the movie Maggie, In fact, I'm going to spoil it for you.
There ain't nobody seen Maggie. I mean,
oh well.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you what it is. In Maggie, at the end of the movie, his daughter. There was one scene. He was sitting in his chair, had his shotgun propped on his arm, on the arm. So he was sitting like this, and he was like, "Okay, my daughter's she's close. If she ain't done it yet." She comes down the stairs, doesn't say anything, and it looked like she's transformed. So he sits there with his eyes closed, his head kind of tilted. He's awake. And she comes in and is like sniffing his head. And you're thinking she's gonna bite him. But he's like, I have faith in my daughter, and just in case,
shotgun to the head.
And then what happened? She like kisses him and walks away. But she's like fully transformed almost at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So like that sequence, it was like very tension filled, and you're like, oh my God, she's gonna let his daughter bite him. But that's mine. Like I said, being a Maggie, that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
So, Madam B, what is yours?
There are several, but I did say one.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine would probably be the scene at End of Days. If you know the scene, the devil is inside him now. When they're inside the church. And he puts her on a table. It's like he's gonna, do all that to her. And like she's telling him to fight it. Mm-hmm. And then he looks over and he sees, the sword. And he tells her to run. And he jumps on the sword. And yeah.
What is that?
He kills himself. Wow.
All I know is you guys.
Yeah, he kills him. So that was a very good scene for me. And at the end, he looks up, he sees his wife and his daughter, and he dies. He's with them now. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. You talking about Maggie eating his head, so I can say that
too. Yeah, he should have just shotgun pumped her right in the head right there.
Right. So I like that ending of End of Days. He wasn't there to save them, but now he's with them. He got to be with them. Ken?
This is going to be an interesting one. Because I'm like trying to think of all those key one-liners that just stick in my head. And I'm going to go with original Terminator when he goes to the police station and asks to come in. They tell him no, and he says, "I'll be back," and comes in there and just mows that police station down.
That is a pretty good sequence. I got to give it to you. That's a good choice.
Uh-huh.
I was just trying to think of one that just tied in with our one-liner discussion and just there's also La Vista and all that, but the one that another one of those real popular ones, "I'll be back," and that's exactly the scene that he does it in, and he comes back and just mows that place down. So that one's gonna have to be my favorite for the moment.
That's one of his best touched up moments. Okay. Another sequence from another movie.
Oh, come on. You catch me off guard. I'm eating peanuts.
And I'm blowing up Yagway. That are legendary.
I'm drinking water. How wonderful. Well, that's not true. I've been eating candy canes that have been left over from Christmas right in front of me, so they're the flavored kind. They're really good.
Ooh, I want one.
I got orange and cherry and cinnamon and lime and lemon. I think they were the Lifesaver ones. And they are tasty.
Okay, I'm gonna think on this one. Why don't you go first, Narik? Since you want to add another movie.
Yeah, Narik.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and show you what Narik can do. Give me 1 second. I kind of threw myself for a loop on that one too.
1001 times up.
Excuse me. Arnold just comes in the room and punches me in the face.
That's what Chuck Norris does.
I told you his power is in his beard.
I probably would say, and you know what? I'm gonna throw out a very emotional one too. The end of Terminator 2.
You butthole! I was gonna do that one.
Oh, excuse me, my bad.
Where he goes into and he holds up
the thumb, yeah.
Oh wow!
I know now why you cry, but it's something I cannot do.
You got to make me cry.
Oh man, bam, got it. But that scene to this day still kind of made me tears up.
I got my little emotional baby over here.
Get out of here.
Okay. You know what? I Ken?
Oh no, You ain't pulling that off of me. Actually, the movie. Quickly interjection. The movie I was thinking of earlier is called The Villain. We had Kirk Douglas, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all kind of other people in it, where he was the good guy. That was the movie I was looking at.
Oh, you're talking about the Western.
Yep, the Western. It's called The Villain. Man. What was the in The Running Man?
I haven't seen that many.
In the Running Man, when he gets hold of Richard Dawson's character.
Oh yeah.
And launches him off, and runs him through the gambit, and launches him off into the Running Man rocket launcher without the rocket on the end of it, the braking rocket.
Yeah.
Aha! Take that! Aha! Boom!
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He has a bunch of one-liners in that movie too, but it's been so long since I've seen The Running Man. But he had a bunch of them in that one. Not as more known as the Terminator, but he definitely had some one-liners in that one.
Remember on Total Recall where Benny had them cornered in that machine, and he had that drill, and he drilled through the machine. He was like, "Hey, Benny, screw you!" And he stabbed him with the drill.
Runs him through with that big-ass drill.
That was hilarious.
Okay, I think I got mine. It's not okay, it might be like it was like funny to me. On the 6th day when he bought that doll for his daughter.
Yeah. And
the doll wouldn't shut up. And he was asking the taxi driver, he was like, how do you turn this thing off? I forgot what the doll's name was. Was it Becky?
Becky, something like that.
But okay, and then she powered down, but then the dog got shot. It's like the dog could feel it. The dog that was funny. The dog was like, ah.
That's hilarious. I think I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, the doll. It was like a life-size something doll. Yeah. Well.
You know that when I do that thing where I'm like,
she had the next version of the Wilhelm scream.
Oh man, I gotta give it to my boy Arnold. Do you think he still can get? Do you think he's still relevant? First of all,
yeah.
And I'm not meaning as like an action star, but more of just an actor. Like, do you think he's still relevant?
I think that his action roles are pretty much done with.
Yeah.
And he's going to count Clint Eastwood. Prime example, Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood was, doing all the movies and stuff with him being the badass, Dirty Harry, all that stuff. And then he basically kind of shut down for a while and then came back. But when he came back, he did the classic Western, like, was it the Unforgivable or Unforgiven?
I hadn't seen it yet.
But he comes back. He's still got that gritty, Western feel. But he's obviously now an older character. Mm-hmm. He's not running and stuff. He's just, brutal, short to the point, impatient.
Yeah.
In the Western style. And I think Arnold, more like your Maggie movie or your, it doesn't necessarily have to be an action pace, but, just a good drama-related role.
Yeah.
Or maybe even comedy. I mean, he could probably pull both of them off, but he's not going to be that, The Expendables, I think, was that last action, moment. I'm too old now. I'm like 9,000 years old. I can't do any, crazy stuff anymore, but this will be my last burnout. Mm-hmm. It's going to go to more serious roles or a little more dramatic roles.
Yeah.
A different type of movie. Different style of movie that you're used to seeing him in. And I think that's what you're going to see more of with Arnold. If he stays in the film industry, that's what I expect to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd say that about Arnold. He's still one of my all-time favorites. And you're right. It's about that time that he just kind of hung it up a little bit. And if he does play something slow-paced, dramatic, if it's a thriller movie, possibly an older detective. If it's a drama, possibly a father, or like a father, or possibly a man trying to, it's an older man trying to find his way in life or something. Like Jack Nicholson and what's the one guy when they played in that movie, The Bucket List? Morgan Freeman. Yeah. That's basically what Arnold is right now. I do still like I would like to see him spit out a couple of more memorable one-liners.
I think he'll still be able to continue that. I just don't foresee you're not going to see Last Action Hero. You're not going to see. I mean, he could pull off a True Lies style movie. A little bit of action and comedy in there, but you're not going to see like Predator. You're not going to see Commando. Any of the early '80s and '90s movies. You're not going to see that anymore. Yeah. Most of what you got coming out of him was what you saw in The Expendables and the two movies he was really primarily in. Mm-hmm. But, he's going to be winding down, changing his career style. In fact, if he even does any more movies, I mean, I think there's two more on the list that I just was looking at. Aftermath. Oh, wait, hold on.
About this point, he probably should be just about a producer.
Yeah, Aftermath is a movie he's coming out. Why We're Killing Gunther. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, before we end this, I did want to say one more movie that he was in, which the movie was kind of sucked a little bit, but he was pretty cool. Was the Terminator Genesis movie?
Oh,
I have not seen that one.
God, awful, horrible.
It was like, for as much as it was good on some parts, it had an equal amount of bad.
Yeah, there was some hurting on that movie.
But that's a conversation for another time. In fact, how about next week we open up with a Terminator discussion?
We can do Terminator. I like Terminator.
Okay, are you cool with that?
I have not seen. I've only seen the first two. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. We got them.
We do?
We got them and the series.
Oh my goodness.
But I like the series.
Yeah, I did too. But before we get into that, like we tend to do, guys, we have reached the end of our segment. Madam B, I'm greatly appreciative of you joining me on the show here to talk about the best and worst films of Arnold Schwarzenegger. who is awesome. And I greatly thank y'all. A round of applause.
Great day, great.
Thank you, Arnold, for joining us.
You're quite welcome.
But anyways, guys, thank you for watching us yet again. Remember what I said. Go ahead, like, subscribe. Did I go subscribe?
Subscribe.
I keep wanting to say share. That's what I keep doing. Like, share, and subscribe.
So you will subscribe.
Subscribe to us.
You will listen to me now. Subscribe.
And hit that notification button, guys, so y'all know when we come up with some new videos. Because we do it every week. And we will catch you guys later on another edition of Breaking the Baits.
Same time, same place next week.